This is Impact Wrestling.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Impact. It's one of the last few videos I'm be doing in this series, and tonight I'll be focusing on the the heavyweight division or the World Championship division, and I'll also be combining it with the Digital Media Championship uh, guys as well. So, first of all, I think that both divisions be featured heavily in the rebrand, and by that I mean having more wrestlers actually compete in the heavyweight division, not just for the World Championship, but also for the Digital Media Championship. And if that's what TNA are wanting to do, uh, have the Digital Media Championship as the secondary championship or the mid card championship for TNA going forward, as they've been trying to over the past couple of years. They need to have uh, really decent wrestlers be competing for it. Like we've seen in WWE how Gunther has taken the Intercontinental Championship and made it like one of the most prestigious championships in that company at the moment, and how like Orange Cassidy uh, went on a massive run of about several months defending the international championship just to make sure that that title uh, had some gravitas to it or had some meaning to it. And it also, the way he defended it each week was uh, he told a story in each match where he was defending the championship, and even when he was not defending the championship, uh, in those matches, he was also continuing the story for what it would be like in future defenses for that international championship. And that's what I feel that Impact should be doing with both the World Championship and the Digital Media Championship. And having some wrestlers that can actually tell a story about in both in the matches for the where they're fighting for the championship or defending the championship, and also like in the matches where the title's not on the line, they also need to be telling stories um, about in those matches. So like uh, setting up future like talking about future defenses and as well. Uh, but uh, I'm uh, yeah, Impact's got the the right idea with the just lacking a bit on the execution part. I mean, they had the chance to build up Moose as a credible champion in his title reign, and I feel that yeah he didn't have a, a really strong world championship reign for whatever reason. I'm not sure if he was if his championship run was left too late because uh, like what he did with in the COVID years, uh, like to build himself up into a worthy contender for the championship was excellent, and I felt that TNA or Impact really missed the chance to strike while the iron was hot and just have him win the Impact World Championship and have him go and defend it against other wrestlers, like some of the wrestlers that he did, like, but yeah, it didn't really feel like much of a a championship reign, or the championship reign for him didn't really get off the ground to what I feel that was deserving of Moose. Uh, of, but I feel that Josh Alexander's championship chase, I mean, from winning it at Bound for Glory off Christian Cage in 2021, and then having losing the championship immediately after the match to Moose, who cashed in his Call Your Shot trophy, uh, and then the way he uh, told a story about working his way back into the championship picture. He basically faced pretty much every challenger ahead of him, beat them, and made sure that he was the first and only person that should have been considered for that having that championship. Uh, and when he finally did win it, it was the title reign felt justified and that he earned it, and he did quite a lot also while to raise both his profile as a champion, um, and while he was uh, and also the profile of the championship as well, while in his defenses. But I feel that, yeah, I feel that the Impact hasn't done that as much with Alex Shelley. I know that they uh, had him win the championship of Steve Macklin, who was another guy that was, I felt that was being built up by uh, Impact to have into a main event player, and then uh, his championship reign was such a short one. I'm not sure why it was, but yeah, for whatever reason. And then the championship is just, in my eyes, it's just fallen away in more recent times, and I'm not, yeah. So I'm wanting it to be like they're building up contenders. The contender wins the championship, and then the contender, then as a champion, they go on and have several defenses of the championship while telling that story of being the main of like the face of the company. And basically the champion, the world champion, should be the face of the company. They should be the person that's having all of those fantastic defenses and feuds for the championship. Uh, but yeah, for whatever reason, it basically has not been the case. And similar to the uh, digital media championship, it's been sort of like a nothing title. And if TNA wants to make it a legitimate secondary championship, they need to also treat it like a, a secondary championship. So either have the guys that are being molded into main event uh, wrestlers, have them competing for it, or either have veterans who know their that the role of the championship and what it is to play in the company, and have them basically uh, just defend the championship like like that, uh, like defend it like if it was the WWE Intercontinental Championship or the AEW International Championship in with when it was being defended by Orange Cassidy in his first championship reign. Yeah. So also I can another thing that Impact should do from the rebrand from Hard to Kill going forward is try and sign some uh, more heavyweight or main event wrestlers. I know that Alexander Hammerstone has just been released from his contract, or his contract is going to end at the end of this year. So by January 1st, he will become a free agent. And that this is one guy that TNA should go after, and just do everything possible just to get him to sign with the company long term, because his reign in MLW as the world champion in that company was just phenomenal, and he also took it. He also won that championship off another person, another wrestler who I felt that was both elevated by his world championship run and also elevated the actual MLW World Heavyweight Championship in Joseph Fatu. So also who I also think should be a target of Impact Wrestling when his contract is up, even though he said that he would like to go to WWE. That's where most of his family are wrestling at the moment, like Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and other family members as well. But I reckon Impact should be going after those guys as well, and yeah, just try and get them to sign relatively long-term deals, like 3 or 4 years, so that Impact has the opportunity to tell a story about them uh, challenging for those championships as well. I feel that when Impact or TNA had Bully Ray as their champion, when he was with Aces and Eights, he told a fantastic story because he was basically holding the title ransom while he was in Aces and Eights, and the whole build up to uh, his world championship match, and him being revealed as the president of that Aces and Eights group at Lockdown 2012 was just fantastic, and I felt that yeah, that's how all the world champ like that's how you build up a a main event player, and then also make sure that they're uh, the when they're the champion, also that they're telling good stories while they're defending the championship as well. And I feel that basically that was the best time uh, in terms of storytelling and basically uh, trying to get someone to take the championship off Bully Ray. I mean, and yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, I liked it. Also, I feel that um, Impact should try and use uh, Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada to the fullest extent whilst they've got them uh, at uh, at the at the next night's at the tapings after the Hard to Kill pay-per-view, because and basically what they've done now is they've announced that Josh Alexander will be facing Will Ospreay uh, in the return match or the second match, um, and I feel that that is a good way to feature both wrestlers at this stage, and uh, they just keep TNA just need to keep building from these high profile matches. Uh, I was a little bit unsure about Okada's match though. It's like a, 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 a trios tag match, and I was just a little bit unsure of why he needed to have other wrestlers included in that match. It should have been a one-on-one match with someone like Moose or another high-profile wrestler like Eddie Edwards or someone like that. I know Eddie Edwards is face one of his opponents in that trios match, but I just felt that it should have been um, a one-on-one match with him and Eddie Edwards instead. But um, in the fact that TNA were able to get Okada to appear while for them while he is still under a New Japan contract is just massive. I know that his contract with New Japan is coming up, and he basically I reckon that Impact should basically do whatever it takes to get him signed, because they need a good heavyweight division. And not that they don't have a good heavyweight division, they don't have established stars and enough established stars in the heavyweight division. I mean, they've got Moose and Josh Alexander, but I feel that they need a few other uh, bigger names while they're also building up their other wrestlers to be that main event level of uh, of wrestler in TNA. So basically, like they did with Steve Macklin, uh, basically over the past couple of years, or how they did it with Josh Alexander before that, and Moose before him. Uh, I was yeah. I'd like to see them build up a few more stars in that time, not just focus on building up one star, but building up at least two or three stars to be worthy contenders. But yeah, you know. So those are my ideas and what I'd like to see Impact do in terms of the heavyweight division and the digital media championship division. Um, and basically, also, I feel that in terms of the digital media championship, they should also make it go back to having it be both men and women can compete for the championship. I know that they had Jordan Grace as the one of the first champions, or like the first few champions, and I feel that if they're wanting to differentiate themselves or stand out from the pack, they need to make sure that they're ahead of the curve essentially, rather than trying to play catch up. All right. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Sudden Impact. Write your comments in the section below, and basically ring the bell for notifications of new content. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Until next time.